All right, Sam.
Sneaky.
Winston. Irrelevant. Okay, Fessel.
Oh, he's probably a lot like me.
Rockstar.
Strategic.
Angela.
Biding her time.
Casey.
She's either really good at not, pretending to not know what's going on.
Tyler.
An enigma.
Does he have a final two with you?
He doesn't have a final two with me.
I know he has a final two with Caitlin. Okay. Do you have a final three with him outside of the core?
Yeah, the core's a joke. Me, him, and Sam made a promise that we'd take each other as far as we could go.
Okay.
But the word final three were never said. But that's what I don't understand.
Okay. JC.
JC was trying to just keep any kind of heat off of him. He always tells me I have a big mouth and to shut it. So he's trying to skate by. So I would say right now, floater.
Do you think that his power actually lasts 5 weeks?
No.
No.
I don't think any of the powers last past jury.
Okay. Me.
Well, I would say right now you're a free agent.
Fair. Very fair. Definitely fair. Rachel.
She's in a very good place to pivot.
Okay.
So I would say that she's positioned well.
Okay. Brett, also irrelevant.
Unless there's a power, yeah, he's probably the one going.
There's not a power for him. I can literally confirm that right now.
Okay,
I know Sam's not going to use her power on him. I know JC's not, and I don't know who has the third power, but I figured
The rumor is that it's Caitlin.
I've heard that, and I know she's not going to use it on him.
Yeah, because she'd save it for herself.
Of course.
That's why she wants to win HOH so bad this next week. Is because that would guarantee her the next 2 weeks of safety.
Of course. Makes sense. Okay, so Caitlin, let's talk about her.
She's just loaded with secrets.
Yeah. Does that worry you?
Huh?
Does that worry you?
Not yet.
Okay. Do you feel like she's trying to get closer to you?
Yes. Ever since the whole blow-up thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because my thing with her was she originally positioned herself very well with Fess, Tyler, and Brett coming in. Because
Absolutely.
she thought that they were going to be the competition beasts.
Mm-hmm.
This last week,
You surprised her.
I won 2 comps
Mm-hmm. And 1
and
week.
put one of her 3 on the block. And I don't think she was ready for that, which is why she was so paranoid.
Okay. Do you think that her and Brett are still aligned, or do you think she's actually going to go through with Brett leaving?
I think she would go through with it.
Okay.
I don't see why she wouldn't.
Well, he was one of her protectors, so. Okay. So, how do you feel about her in the game? I just listen to people, rumors on both sides. Of some people want her gone because she's too sneaky, and some people want her to stay because she's a target.
I hate that philosophy. I will never keep somebody who I think is a target, obviously, because I put them both on the block. Because if you keep targets around, they will wait until the end. And if they were a target for a reason, they have a chance to win at the end.
Exactly.
Why keep them around
Why
for
keep
that?
them around? That's the whole evil dick thing. Got it. So let me ask you this. Do you think that if you were final 2 with Sam, you would win?
If I was in final 2 with Sam, do I think I would win? As of right now, yes.
You think that people would vote for you to win?
Over her, yes.
Okay. Why? Explain the philosophy.
Because the only thing she's done is had a power.
Okay.
I have 2 comp wins. We both seem
This
to
is
get along.
if there's not a bitter jury, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If there's a bitter jury, then I'll probably lose.
I agree with you completely because she's a sweet person, amazing, but she hasn't done anything. However, you see winners like Jordan and like Nicole, you know what I'm saying? That just because they're sweet and adorable, they win.
They also won a couple comps. Nicole especially won a couple comps.
Very true. Nicole definitely. Okay. And you don't think Sam's going to win any comps?
I'm not going to say that. She definitely could. I would just say as of where we're at now.
As of right now. Okay. Let me think. So, I'll point this out to you. As of right now, only boys have been eliminated. This is the 3rd week in a row that boys have been eliminated.
Noticed it. Yep.
Okay. What do you think is going to shift moving forward now that there's only going to be 5 boys in the house? Do you think there's going to be an all-boy alliance? Do you think there's going to be an all-girl alliance? Do you think that people are going to start trying to not? What do you think is going to happen?
I would be surprised if there's an all-boy alliance just because I don't think Winston wants to come near me.
No. Do you think Winston's going to come after you? Or attempt to?
I think that it would be easy for him to.
Okay.
Who else would we go? The only other person to be mad at is Caitlyn.
Right.
So unless something else blows up, I don't see why he'd go after anyone else.
If you and Caitlyn were on the block, who do you think Tyler would choose?
That's a good fucking question. Right now, I would probably lean towards Caitlyn.
Really?
No matter what happens with that girl, he's there to console her.
Yeah.
Mine and his relationship is pretty much talk game once every 3 days to catch each other up.
Okay. Right now, if you were to pick anybody on the board, who's the hardest to beat?
Like, who do I think I would lose to the quickest in Final Two?
Yes.
Let's see.
That's hard.
That is hard. It also, I guess, depends who the jury is.
Okay. So we already have 3 people out, so you can kind of do the math on who the jury is going to be. And do you think there's going to be a battle back?
I'm operating on the assumption that there is, but I mean, I can't guarantee anything.
Wait, say that again?
I'm going to operate under the assumption that there is one,
Okay.
but I have no clue. I haven't really thought about it too much.
Okay. Also, with the people that have been eliminated so far, / will be eliminated so far, who do you think is coming back?
If it's a physical comp, it would be Swaggy.
Mhm.
But I mean, they've also done it before where it's kind of like comps that don't need athleticism, and then from that aspect,
Like
it
the
could be
maze
anybody.
one and the
Yeah, there's
little
one like
flicker
they
thingy.
slide one.
Yeah.
Like that. That could be anyone. That's how Nicole battled back in 16. Because if you would have looked at that pool, you would have said Hayden's going to be the one who comes back.
Agreed.
So you never know what the comp is. All right. The people who I think would be hardest to beat in Final Two, as of right now,
Mhm.
Tyler,
Mhm.
Casey, Haley. And maybe Fess.
Okay.
Everybody loves Casey. Everybody loves Tyler.
Mhm.
Everybody loves Fess. And like I said, Haley's everywhere.
Mhm.
I would say, as of everybody, I'm probably
That
fifth or
is hard to
sixth.
beat.
Yeah, I'm probably 5th or 6th in line as far as hardest to beat.
Okay. That says a lot. That says a lot.
And then obviously whoever wins this next HOH, if it's one of them, is even harder to beat.
Yeah, but whoever wins this next HOH. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of the 4 of us. Well, I think here's the thing. It's going to change the trajectory of the game depending on who they put up.
Yeah. Because whoever they put up, depending who wins, is either going to reignite the fact that there are sides, or it's going to blow up the construct what we thought were
Everything.
sides.
Exactly. Wow, that's nuts. What do you think Rachel's next move is, though? I think if Rachel were to get put on the block, she would have a meltdown.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. I don't think she can. I don't think she'd be able to handle the block. But she's also definitely a threat to win HOH.
You said what?
She can also definitely win HOH.
Oh, definitely. She's been so close to winning
Yeah.
a lot of competitions.
Yep.
And if she does, who do you think she'll go after?
Well, depending how close she was with Brett, I'm definitely an option.
You think so?
I think Caitlin's definitely an option.
Okay.
I would say Rockstar's definitely an option.
Okay. What about Fezzy? Do you think she'll go after Fezzy?
And it's a weird thing. I don't understand. Fez says that his weakest relationship is with Casey. But I've seen him with Casey significantly more than I've seen him with Rachel.
Exactly.
I would say if there's any two people in this house I almost never see together,
It's
Fez
Rachel
and
and
Rachel.
Okay.
I've seen them together a couple
But
times,
I don't
and
know
like
if
they're
Rachel
friendly.
would be bold enough to put him up because she would be scared that he would take himself down.
That's it. Is I don't know how bold Rachel is yet, because she's been close, but she's never gotten any kind of power.
Mm-hmm. I think Rachel's a little worried.
The only reason I think that if she puts me up, I don't think it would be because of her. I think it would be because of Brett and Winston.
Well,
One of them would be gone.
I was like, Brett and Winston are no more.
But Winston would still be in her ear, and the vengeance of Brett going would be easy to put me up. However, I had this whole thing I talked to her, where I told her she was good this week, she's nothing to worry about, da-da-da-da. So if she's acknowledges that, then I should be good.
Well, here's the thing. They're going to be feeling like they're backed into a corner because once one of the boys is gone, they're only going to technically have 3.
I mean, depending where you view Casey.
I would say, and Casey. Because Casey is clearly, like, with him, but she's a mingler. She has her other friends,
Yeah.
you know?
How is your relationship going with those 3?
Good. Angela's a hit or miss because I like her a lot. We were very friends in the beginning, and we just have very, like, give each other hugs, and she's like, if you need anything, I'm here for you, and I'm like, vice versa.
See, of all of them, I might actually be the closest to Angela.
Yeah? Okay.
We laid on the bed here, and I talked to her for like 2.5 hours
For
yesterday.
2.5 hours. Beautiful. She's a sweet baby. And I know she likes me and I like her. So that's good. Rachel talks to me a lot. She'll, come and sit in my bed and we'll just talk game.
I would say Rachel's one of the people I talk to the least.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know, when we talk.
And surface level?
It's very surface level, yeah.
Rachel is hard to open up.
She doesn't like to open up.
Yeah, I would say she doesn't like to open up. And the only reason why she's opened up to me is because I forced her to. Like, I was like, tell me about your life. Tell me about your friends. Tell me, And to the point where, like, now she literally told me, she's like, you know so much about me. I know nothing about you. I'm going to have to sit down and ask you stuff. But I had to, like, pull things out from her.
Well, when she found out that, like, I've done improv,
Mm-hmm.
she only ever wanted to talk about theater.
Okay.
So it's been kind of hard to...
Well, ask her.
I have to kind of just be a little more aggressive with it.
Yeah, a little more aggressive with her, and then she'll open up like an onion. And then Casey is my baby. I love her. We have our sushi date where we, like, completely shut out the outside world, and we don't talk about anything game related. We just talk about life.
Oh, Casey is the one person that if she won, I know that I would.
You would be safe.
I wouldn't even be a thought.
Okay. No, I literally love her, and I pray that she loves me too. And then Winston, we have a weird relationship, but he's nice to me.
That doesn't mean anything. He was nice to me, but throwing my name to Caitlin and stuff.
See, exactly.
And then he was pissed when I put him up.
Exactly. So I don't think I'm off Winston's radar or anything, but I feel like he at least is cordial.
Yes.
But with those 3, I'm fine. Like, I really like those girls a lot. And I feel like they like me back. I don't know what to do about Fessy, though. Like, that's my boy. I love him. Him and Swaggy were close. But he, like, the girls literally love him so much. Like, Haley, Rockstar, and Caitlin, I don't get any time with him. Like, I've never had a long time with Fessy because the girls are usually just always with him. So I just assume we're okay because it's like family. Like, I love him.
And then since Swaggy is gone, I've been the only, like, guy in the group, so he's kind of also that time to me.
Exactly. You said he's had time with you?
Oh, yeah, I spend a lot of time with just Fess.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but I know Fess is good. I know he would take out a lot of other people before he would take out me. But
that's what I'm saying.
It's very hard to get close to Fessy because the girls are just so in love with him.
Oh, yeah.
And if I ever were like, can I have time with Fessy? They would be like, why? What's going on? Okay.
Actually, last night would have been a good time for you because I had both Caitlin and Haley, and I was talking to both of them.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess
I'll still
just keep an eye out for that.
I'm going to steal him away tonight because I need to be able to talk to him about some things.
Yeah.
Side note. Okay, so after this week, who do you think's going home next?
Depending who wins.
If you could have it perfectly describe what the next 2 weeks would look like before jury. Perfectly.
Oh, boy. With the information I have now, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot I don't fucking know yet.
I feel like you know the most. Like, you know a lot. There's so much that I am learning along the way that I'm like, oh, that happened?
Well,
oh, wow. That's very serious.
I'd probably tank Winston.
Okay. After this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, probably Caitlyn, actually.
That was my exact thought.
You're sick, too?
My exact thought. Then that would get pretty even jury.
Yes.
No bias. Everybody just playing for themselves. The problem is,
Theoretically, Caitlyn has a power.
that's what I've been hearing, but I don't think it's going to last that long.
Well, I mean, if she got the 3rd week power,
She has 3 weeks.
these 3 weeks, so she'd have this week, next week, the week after. So unless she gets put up next week and has to burn the power, she's safe till jury unless there's a battle pack.
And then you also have to remember double eviction is right after that.
Yeah, that would be in jury, so she would get to jury with the
Right.
eviction.
Okay, yes. But if she burns it next week, she won't make it to jury.
But if she burns it next week, then she'll be in a little trouble. That's why she wants to win HOH so bad.
Yes, but if she burns it next week, if she were on the block next week and she burns it, she's going to be a freaking mad woman around this house.
Yep.
For a whole, like, she's going to go crazy.
But, I mean, who would be the perfect person to be HOH that would do that?
Everybody keeps looking at me.
I don't think that you would either. What, you have no reason to. It would be bad
I have no
for you.
reason to. But I know maybe one of the girls on the other side would.
You think so?
I really do.
Actually, I do too.
I really do. I know Casey would.
Casey would?
Casey definitely would.
Man, this is a physical comp too. Casey can win it.
Yep. Casey could win it. But so
Yeah.
could Angela.
I actually really want Casey to win it. Casey's one of the people, like I said, who I would really want to win it.
I would really want her to win it. Who?
So if Casey won it,
Okay.
she'd probably put up, like, if we, under that assumption, we should put up Caitlyn.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think her second one up would be?
Who is Casey not close with?
Well, Fess thinks him.
Okay. Caitlyn against Fessy. Can you imagine?
Well, I mean, I did just put up right against Winston, so she could easily do that.
Yeah, because they've been best friends since day one. Do you think Tyler would save her, though?
Would save Caitlyn? Oh, and Harpy.
Yeah.
Which would create a rift between Tyler and Casey.
Would Tyler, if Casey said to Tyler, I don't want you to use it, do you think
Which
Tyler...
isn't a bad thing, because right now Tyler doesn't have any rifts.
True. But if Casey said, Tyler, I don't want you to use it, do you think that he would refrain from using it?
Wait, if Casey said it to him or if Caitlyn said it to him?
If Casey said it to him.
I would lean towards he would still use it. But Tyler, to this point, has played pretty scared, so he might not.
Yeah. Okay. And Tyler doesn't want to bring attention to himself.
No.
So that would be an interesting concept. You think for sure Casey would save Winston?
To this point, he's definitely going to be a free agent next week.
Okay.
And to this point, his vote and hers have always on mind. And he's close. He'll try to get closer with the girls. And Casey's close to the girls. So it won't be direct, but it'll be by association.
Okay. All right. Well, that's something to monitor. Do you think there's enough votes to send Brett home this week?
Based on what people are telling me, yes.
Yes. Okay. That's crucial. Because if it's Brett in this house versus Winston, the trajectory of things...
I have to talk to Fess again, because Fess tried to. He asked me. You were in the room, I think, when he asked me.
I was.
What's
the
JC was
pros
sitting
and
right fucking
cons?
here.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I explain that in front of him?
Exactly. What is JC's a wild card to me. What do you think what do you think his vote would be?
Well, he wants to vote with the House.
Okay.
And when I talked to him yesterday, I said I think there are 3 votes to keep Winston here, and I think the rest are to get rid of Brett. And he just said, okay.
Okay.
So, based on that conversation, if he does what we think he should do, then he'd vote to get Brett out.
Okay. To me, and this is just a thing, JC makes me nervous because he's a very, like, temperamental person.
Yes.
So nobody ever knows what he's thinking.
Nope.
He could do some crazy stuff.
Well, that's why he said he changed his vote on Steve, is because on eviction day, Steve looked at him funny.
Looked at him weird. But I'm like, JC, then talk to Steve and ask him what's going on. Don't just change your vote. I'm happy that this first power is dying. That's what I can say.
2 to go.
2 to go.
And theoretically, if what we just talked about happens, one will expire next week, and we'll burn one of them next week.
Exactly.
Which means we'll have a whole free week to do. No
whatever.
powers.
Exactly.
And I'll get to play HOH that week.
And you'll get to play HOH that week.
Yeah, which I can't wait
Here's
for.
the hard part for you. If you keep winning HOHs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so serious. That's so serious. That's so hard. Alright, so you and Tyler are good.
For now, yes.
Sam and you and Tyler. Which makes sense.
I think, though, in my theory, is I think those 2 are closer, and they're trying to use me.
Well, I told you I've heard that they had a final 2.
Yeah, that's not something I've heard before.
Okay. I heard that yesterday.
What scares me about that is theoretically Sam got this power week 1. At the end of that episode, she would have just become a robot. So America would know that her and Casey have punishments. How did she get enough trending?
Her accent.
Based on that.
Her accent.
There's got to be something else.
No, her accent. Well, actually, no. She's a lot smarter than we think she. Well, not that, but I'm saying like, she's inventive. She cooks things. She might be a scientist, and maybe it's not her brother that's a scientist. Maybe it's her.
How did she say her brother's a scientist?
Yeah.
She never told me that.
Yep. But definitely, that accent is charming. She was a robot. She might be a scientist. Everybody loves a Southern girl.
Oh, yeah.
And she's blunt and crazy. You never know what her video would have been like.
Oh, no. No idea.
But obviously, she won over the hearts of America. So that's
Yep.
a major thing.
Yeah, I guess now she's keeping these
And then
spiders
we understand
in captivity.
why JC got one.
Yeah.
And I think we understand why Caitlyn got one. Because Caitlyn did a lot of things.
Yep.
All right, America. I see how you playing. This is an interesting chess game. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, if Rockstar wins, who do you think she's coming after?
If she wins next week,
Mm-hmm.
if she wins next week, I would be very, very surprised if it
Shocked.
wasn't Winston and Angela on the block.
Okay, I feel like that's
Pretty accurate.
100%. Okay. What do you think Fezzi would put up?
Winston.
Mm-hmm.
I think the second one would be one of the girls.
One of the girls?
I think one of the 3 girls, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know which one.
All right. Do you think Fezzi is threatened by anybody?
Obviously, Casey.
Which is so weird to me. I feel like they would be really good friends.
He says that he likes her. It's like they never talk. That's what he always
I think
says.
they're threatened by each other because they're both light skinned and cute, and the girls like them. Okay. So, in a blind shot, the Winston won. Who do you think Winston's coming after?
I think it's easy for him to put me and Caitlin on the block.
And then Tyler would have to choose which one of you to save.
Yes, if he played in veto.
If he played in veto.
If he
Which
played
he's
veto.
played in every one, so there's a chance that he won't.
And in that case, that incident, his odds are pretty high.
Yeah. His odds are what?
Of playing are pretty high. 'Cause
If you got house guest choice, would you choose him? You would choose Fez.
oh, actually,
See?
fuck.
Yep.
Now that's a fucking thought.
That's a thought. Maybe you should choose Casey.
Would Casey go against Winston's nominations?
I think so.
You think so?
Definitely. Casey would have more loyalty to you than to Winston for sure.
And according to you, you think Casey wants Caitlin gone? Yeah, because I could definitely tell her then.
Casey doesn't like drama.
Oh, I can tell.
She hates drama. So I know she's probably like,
I'd probably pick Casey then, yeah, because I could easily be like, I'm going home if it's me against her.
easy. Okay. That's a very interesting thought. Also, do you see Rockstar sliding by?
Her name has come up with some people,
Okay.
so I don't think she's gonna slide by, but there's potential for that to happen.
Okay. I hope there's not continued sides of this game because I don't want to have to pick a side. I want everybody to play their individual game.
I agree.
Okay. All right. Is anybody talking shit about me that I need to know?
No, you're one of the names that doesn't come up.
Okay, good. I don't want to make any enemies here. I want.
No, your name
everybody-
was coming up a lot more when Swaggy was still here.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Because that was Swaggy's weak spot.
No, actually, this week I don't think your name came up at all.
It's fine, guys. Nobody needs to think of me as a threat, but I'm a threat. Actually, I really don't know.
Okay, so same incident happens. Me and Caitlin are on the block. Winston's HOH. I pick you. You win. You take me off.
Yep.
Good.
Absolutely. I don't like drama either.
I think she's got to go.
And I don't think Caitlin would pick me over any, like, Haley, Rockstar, Fezzy,
Oh.
Tyler. She would never pick me.
She talks about. She has herself. Oh, there's someone coming. Yo, yo. Hey, hey. Hey.
What happened last night? Are you okay?
I am